Tracy's story. The letter from the HMRC Enforcement and Insolvency Office. Tracy has had a letter from the Enforcement and Insolvency Office that she's very worried about.
When I first got the letter from the HMRC, Enforcement and Insolvency Office, telling me to pay within 14 days or petition for bankruptcy would follow, I was terrified. I've been fighting this off for years.
If HMRC want to make you bankrupt over a tax debt, they will send a letter from their Enforcement and Insolvency Office and then a statutory demand showing the amounts involved. It is important to act quickly and get specialist advice. Otherwise they will make you bankrupt, which might not be the best solution for you.
I had set a food shop up in town and a big supermarket opened nearby. To compete, I tried to specialise in quality food and drink. But this took all my savings and I borrowed money against my property. I had tax to pay from earlier years, but I needed that money just to keep going.
Debt sometimes takes a while to come to terms with, but you should get professional debt advice as to the best way to proceed. For a start, you need to consider whether you have any assets that you will lose by going bankrupt and whether you could instead sell them to pay the debt. Tracy should call TaxAid or General Debt Advisors. Bankruptcy decisions are always tough, but they're made simpler by solid advice. When bankruptcy is not the only option, let's see how good advice benefits Tracy.
Well, my parents have helped me, and I'd hate to waste the money that they helped set me up. I've got some equity in my property, maybe 15,000 in this market, and the debt's 10,000, and I know I owe it, so maybe I should just sell the flat.
No decision's going to be easy. From what you tell me, you're considering putting the flat on the market yourself rather than losing the equity through bankruptcy. The only way to avoid bankruptcy is to raise the money.
But will HMRC wait for payment?
At this late stage, you need to move quickly. HMRC or the court may allow you a few months, but you need to show you're taking real action to sell your property and pay off the debt. We can help you with the letter.
With the right advice, Tracy has been able to properly evaluate her situation to find the best solution. If it turns out that bankruptcy was unavoidable and Tracy's only option, let's see how again good advice makes the best of a bad situation.
I've borrowed money from everywhere to keep this shop going. But I need to face reality now. I suppose all my debts add up to about £50,000. I've got no assets left, not even a car, and there's no equity in my flat. I just want a clean slate to start again.
Bankruptcy might be the best option for you. We can help you work out the tax debt. You should also get help from a debt advisor to work out the rest and to help you through the bankruptcy process. Make sure to let them know the tax debt is to be included in the petition.
Bankruptcy may sound negative, but it can sometimes help a person who is hopelessly insolvent and needs a fresh start. You should get the facts from a debt advice agency like Business Debtline or the Specialist Debt Advice Citizens Advice Bureau at the Royal Courts of Justice. Business Debtline Free Advice Service Helpline 0800 197 6026. CAB Royal Courts of Justice 0207 947 7771. TaxAid Helpline 0345 120 3779.